Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to F'd Up Radio in your ear hole. We're gonna hit you with a lot of extravagant topics today.
It's an extravaganza.
We're gonna be talking so much, and it's gonna hit you probably in your soul, where you're gonna be so giddy, it's gonna be surprising to your ear holes. So get ready, jump on in here, and get to listening because we're gonna be talking about our opinion, mostly. You know this, but our topic today is gonna be our first topic. Is gonna be friendship. What do we think about it? Are there rules to it?
But honestly,
what
could be better than speaking about?
Yeah,
friendship.
Yeah, friendship, especially nowadays in these quarantine times. You really want to feel like someone's on your side. You never want to be surprised in the backgrounds. Like you always want to be certain that, hey, I've been sitting in this room for maybe 2 weeks now, like with no food. Like maybe a friend can like send an apple my way, But
just an apple.
Yeah, it's all according to how you feel and each individually. But me personally, I don't know, a good friend. It's more of a feeling than a conversation, because when you have a good friend, like you help each other out, So whether you ask directly or not. Like a friend is always concerned with your well-being, or he just wants to know how your day is. A real friend. But there are some friends that it's fine that they only call you when maybe they need something, which is fine. Your life gets busy. So you don't have time to reach out sometimes, but.
I guess there's just different levels of friendship. Ultimately,
very different levels of friendship, and we want to know what your level of friendship is. This is a community we're trying to grow here. We want your opinion, your outlook on the topic, because my outlook on the topic, like I said, is pretty much togetherness. Just like just like a good person would help a stranger on the street. Like a friend should be able to do that at least, or at least.
Ultimately, we lost a lot of humanity.
Yeah,
recently.
I know the coronavirus is pushing more people apart.
Oh man, so many things are.
Yeah,
many things.
There are ways to keep the.
I feel like people are looking forward to argue and fight. Let's stop that.
Maybe. You never know. Like you're like that. Everybody doesn't normally give everything a chance.
I mean, everything deserves a chance. I mean. I'm not gonna read the Mein Kampf or anything, but it's just
whoa.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a heavy topic, but
so heavy it break your back. You gotta watch out.
Be conscientious.
Conscientious, yes, I believe in that.
What you're gonna decide on, and of course educate yourself. And if you find friendship that can appreciate your aspects. There are some awful people out there who have friends who are also awful with them, and I guess it's important for them too. They're not alone.
That's true. Right? Like that could be the nature of their friendship. Like some people just really agree with confrontation. Like their day is not complete without an unnecessary confrontation. Like so.
I guess it's exciting.
Yeah, it gets the blood pumping and like, oh.
You didn't adrenaline rush. Who needs fucking Coke, right?
You didn't make the sandwich how I asked you to make it. It's like, but I make the sandwich every day, So it's like, it's just something to give you something to do at that point, But some people, they see it. The stress level is like 100.
I feel like some people
you're putting so much effort into.
Feel like they thrive in the drama. It's such a conceptual mindset that they have that they need.
Really don't understand.
If it's not happening, then somehow they gotta stir it up.
Yeah.
And feel like that. Maybe it's because of the lack of adversity nowadays. Yeah. We don't have to hunt for anything, and so we just create some bullshit.
Yeah,
and make it a problem.
Just something to worry about.
Yeah, really, seriously. Like
that's definitely a theory. That's definitely a theory, and pour them comments in. We want to know. We want to know what your theory is on it, because all right, so if a friend if a friend like flat out says, uh, like, you know, you have that relationship where you could talk to each other however you talk to each other. So if I'm your friend and I say, yo, I need you to scoop me up. We need to, you know, we got plans for whatever we're gonna do.
Right.
You know, and you're not comprehending what I'm saying. You know, or maybe you're just trying to avoid the question. Like, either way, like I don't know from my point of view because I'm the one telling you to scoop me up.
Right. Right.
But when when you don't get a direct answer, like, yeah, I got you, or I'm on my way, like when you don't hear stuff like that, you're like, you okay?
Yeah.
Like, wasn't I supposed to ask you that? You know, so like. You're right. It's a certain level of friendship that some people are not ready for.
Yeah, it's true. Like I have friends that I've known for a long time, close circle, and even with those, I have friends that I would speak with on a very regular basis. And then, there are those friends that I call, catch up with, and I haven't heard from them in months. But we never, we catch up and we act like it never.
Yeah,
there was never any space in between.
See, and that's the that's pretty much me. That's the not on purpose, but that's the kind of friend that I am. Like sometimes I would say I fade off into life, but I still come back to my friends. And like I don't come back to ask them for nothing. No, like I come back with a how you doing or how you been. Like I learned something new. Like
check this out. I'm gonna share this with you. Tell me how I saw this crazy shit on the train.
Like, maybe a crazy story. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like that's something you're trying to share. That's not something like you just need. Like, oh, I know this person, so he'll help me out. Like that's is that your real friend or you just need stuff from that person?
Can I share maybe a little piece of life hack that I found that works for me? Okay. Or like with. I do have other friends outside that are like more casual friends, but I do like them. I want to actually remind them that that we still have a friendship and we can share a laugh or something like that. So what I like to do is like when I find something funny on Reddit or like a meme or anything like that, I send it to them. I send it to them even if we don't talk for months, but in between those months I send them those things.
Yeah, it's contact. Yeah.
It's some kind of context. It's touch and base.
Yeah.
Even we don't even have to share words. And what's cool about that is because since we don't regularly chat, when we actually do, we're comfortable with each other and we have so much to chat about.
Exactly.
It's fucking awesome.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like so that's worked out for me.
So you're sharing your experience, through the internet pretty much. Yeah. And that's
any form of contact.
Yeah, that's some type of contact. It's not just
my dudes, if I could send you guys a pigeon delivery note, oh my, I swear to God, if I could find that anywhere, people,
oh my goodness.
If any of you guys know anyone who has trained goddamn pigeons,
where's the messenger
leave that comment. I swear to everything I love.
We need those messenger pigeons.
I would. Thank you. I couldn't even.
On deck. We need those messenger pigeons on
Now I'm thinking
deck.
about anime pigeons when you press that. I swear to God. My head went immediately there.
Them anime pigeons will get anywhere.
Like, I swear. And they'll salute you in the freaking air while they're doing it.
Be like, yo, it's a smart bird right there. They give you a message and to be looking around like, where's the food?
Anime's weird.
Where's the food? What do you got?
Yeah, good shit. Though.
Yeah, they got a good story. Yeah. I think they're in the right direction.
Yeah,
like their horror is very different from American horror.
Oh, it's so. I started watching,
but it's interesting, very interesting.
That one that you shared with me the other day, Darrow Hitoro.
Oh yeah, you watched it?
I started watching it, nice, and it's so creepy
it's
and
gritty,
weird.
Right?
It's so off base and whimsical at the same time.
Yeah.
Like I like it. It is very character based.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. It's a nice show. It's just it's sad it didn't last more than that. 12 episodes.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
Definitely good catch up. Free. There's a freebie for you guys. If you want to try anime, if you want
to watch an anime and you like dark or let's say realistic type art, because they definitely have some good fight scenes in there.
Oh yeah.
It has a good story base. It might throw you off a little bit if you're not used to magic, but if you ever watch Harry Potter, jump right in it.
Oh, it's like Harry Potter meets a little bit of Hellraiser, meets a little bit of the what do you call that? The Suicide Squad.
That is a pretty good description. Yes, that's exactly what that is. That's exactly what that is.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's spot on.
Good, thank you, good sir.
Spot on, yeah.
Oh.
That's spot on, yeah.
You love me.
I like that one.
I appreciate it.
So, I hope you all are leaving those comments in there because we want to know what your take on friendships. You know, what kind of friendship do you have, or what kind of friendship would you like? You know, like it.
Let's keep it whatever level you want to keep it. I don't care. Just leave the goddamn comment, please. No,
Let's not hurt each other with information. Is what I'm saying. You know, so just be casual about it. Like we can talk like adults, but don't give fake stories. It's like we're trying to help each other out here.
Or give fake stories. I get entertained.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, I'm entertained by life itself because just walking out your door, something's gonna happen. It's like, I'm not gonna say it's positive, I'm not gonna say it's negative, but something is definitely gonna happen.
I've seen some shit. I remember the first week of lockdown. I was on the train and I look across the train, and there's this woman sitting there with no shoes, and she didn't seem too unruly. She didn't look homeless, but then again, you know, it's hard to tell. Yeah. I don't know what looking homeless really is anymore. You know, which is also true.
Yeah, you never know at this point.
So, you know, but she didn't seem mentally fit, and just seemed, you know, just a little unwell. Okay. It was just crazy, but it was just a sight to see, you know.
Yeah,
and you know, it's something like, you know, those kind of things. And yo, during that time, man, it's in the very beginning. There was so many people just sleeping all over the train, bro. It was so crazy.
It's still like I've been on the train, and there's still quite a few groups. It was one group that tried to invite me in because I went down the wrong way, I guess. And that was the spot that wasn't open, so a bunch of them was camped down there. So they was like, "You trying to get warm?" So I was like, "Nah,
that's nice.
Friendship,
people. Friendship.
That's what I'm saying.
That was good.
I was like, "Nah,
that's really nice.
I appreciate it." Yeah. But, you know, like I was trying to actually look for the train. Like, if you could point me to that, I appreciate it even more. You know, but it was crazy that it was like a bunch of them like just huddled up together. You know, boxes on top of them, and you know, like if in my day. I would have thought you was a cop, so they were like a little rat, and they like, get out of here, you know. But they just looked up, and was like, "Hey, trying to get warm? Come in here." Stuff like that. I appreciate you, brother. Like, no, don't waste your warmness on me.
I thought you were gonna say, "Don't touch me." Don't the fuck touch me.
Nah, that is not me. I know what it's like to be homeless.
Oh yeah, me too.
I've
Dude,
been
this
there.
sucks.
Yeah, so you know,
it took me a few. Too long.
I don't look down on anything. Anyone.
Of course,
so, you know, even being in that situation, like I you know, figured out a way to get food without panhandling, so to speak, and you know, just pretty much survival at that point. But there are some people, being that we're on this topic now, there are some people that wants to be out there, you know, like there's some that actually get money and pretend to be homeless to get more money. But there are some people that just want to live like that homeless life. Like you just want people to give you stuff.
Here's a real question I have with that. Is that a mental health issue? Like I know people want to immediately jump and say yes, but what if that's just an honestly personal choice? Like you can't have a personal choice like that.
You can have a personal choice
and not be considered insane or crazy.
You're
definitee a nursance. That's true. You're definitely a nuisance.
Yeah, but because in my experience, I've actually had. I've actually had the argument with a homeless dude, like, and it was in a movie, which is funny. The scary movie scene when the homeless guy was mad that she gave him a sandwich. He's like, I don't want this, and throw it. Like I actually had that experience with a homeless guy.
What are you talking about? Was that in What is
that?
What movie was that? That's gonna kill me now.
That was in what?
Which movie was that in?
It was in the scary movie. The parody of Scream.
Okay. For some reason, I thought it was Half Baked. I don't know why that's in my head.
No, not that one. But it, like, you know, you see it in a movie, you don't think it's gonna happen, but like it actually happened. Like I was actually working in Burger King at the time, and you know, I was whatever food I would manage to bring home, I would give it out. You know, like, so if I'm not gonna eat it, I would give it to people. So it was this one guy on the train asking for money and giving this long speech about how his family was in a fire and they're injured and all of this. So like I literally gave him enough food to feed like 10 people.
Shit.
And it's like he like threw it on the ground and was like, "This is not what I asked you for." So I'm like, "So are you serious? Like you just want money? So you trying to get high, bro?"
Yeah,
it's like just say that. Like don't give this whole speech about your family and you don't care about the food.
There was this guy in front of the McDonald's on Broadway and 72nd Street, very similar.
Mm-hmm.
I went by. I was eating. I was actually walking by. I had McDonald's in my hand, and in my bag I had 2 apple pies. I was ready to fuck one up. Right, so I'm walking past this guy. Now I left McDonald's and I went up the right and was passing him, and he goes, "Oh, you know, brother, you got any money to eat?" And I was like, "Oh no, you can have this apple pie." He's like, "Oh no, I don't eat that." And I was like, "Oh,
that's understandable. Not everybody eat apple pie."
Okay, but I just thought, you know, if you're hungry, I wouldn't. I mean, I've been hungry. Yeah, I don't give a shit personally, but I guess that's personal preference.
Yeah, like you never know. He could have been allergic to apples.
Okay. I don't know if it's real apples in that thing, but it probably is.
You never know. Like, you never know. Like,
a
lot of people stayed away from those type of pies.
Yo, those things are good. Those are delightful. I think I'm gonna get some.
Oh my goodness.
Later on.
Don't do it. Don't.
Oh, shit.
Just don't do it.
Short life, man. Apple pie.
Oh man, I guess YOLO came back, everybody. So
I'll die for pie.
Put them thinking hats on, and just know that this next half is gonna be really interesting. So we're gonna just roll into the next topic because you know I don't appreciate breaks. So we're gonna give you everything flat out, straight to the point,
straight.
You know how I do.
Straight, flat, like an earth.
Yeah, I just did
flat
that.
Earth
I just
believer.
did that. So, just know that I'm here for you. You just have to be here for us, and then we could be here for each other and have this conversation. So, the next topic is going to be, the goddamn difference, man. Like, the quarantine has really changed life itself. It sculpted. It sculpted the planet.
Disclaimer. We're not going to talk about COVID.
No, we're not
necessarily.
We're not talking about that exactly. we're just talking about the thought process now and most people.
What were you able to do then and versus now, and how that affected
because
the shit out of people's moods, man.
Remember when you used to remember when you used to have a birthday party and you used to blow the candles out, right? Yeah, and everybody have fun. You was spitting all over that cake. And then giving it out to people.
Oh God, those sounds different. We really gotta think about shit we were doing.
Yeah, it sounds different now that you think about it. That we were doing for what, hundreds of years?
Just about
some hundreds of years. Let's say generations.
I mean,
at least.
and even since we've ran into these kind of problems in the past.
We did.
We take our precautions, and then generations later we tell our great grandkids, yeah, you can stop giving the shit like just about now.
Yeah, so that's the what was that? The Black Plague, the
Spanish flu,
the
TB infection. I forgot they have a certain name like that. You also have the Irish famine.
Yep.
Which that was a different kind of disease because I was hitting the actual potato crops and everything.
But after every
still count. Yeah, it's crazy that we can't seem to get it right. After all these years, we're still the same fuck ups. We're like. We keep telling ourselves we're evolving. Bro, how?
Oh, shit.
How?
I didn't think you were going to go that way.
1918, bro, was the last epidemic, the last real epidemic. 1918.
Okay,
Do you understand that's 102 years ago? 102 years ago. 1918, we've had the printing press. Yeah. We had photography.
And since then,
we documented it.
We've been blowing out candles on birthdays. We've been sharing drinks with each other. We've been shaking hands. We've been kissing babies. You know, so all of the stuff that we can't do now, we've been doing it for hundreds of years. Yeah. You know, so it's just crazy that you have to be in that mind state now.
And people still doing it.
And people are still doing it. Yeah.
People still partying.
Some people
certain communities here in Brooklyn
are
still doing it. Thanks, guys.
And they have the right to feel that way.
To those
they have the right to feel
communities here in Brooklyn. Thanks for being such, team players.
But the both sides have very important views. So it is a very serious matter.
Yeah.
But you can only take as many precautions as you can take.
I guess so. Yeah. Well, I keep trying to do better because this stuff is not going to stop. It's probably going to get worse. We're going to keep having more viruses, brand new ones that we do not have vaccines from. That's going to sidewind us. And we better get our shit right because we're kind of lucky this time. If you want to call it that. I don't know how many million deaths no, I get it. Now, some of the statistics are saying that a lot of these deaths that are being counted for were due to other reasons. Strong argument, I guess. But then that's the same that could be true with the flu and everything else, except exponentially the amount of deaths that's happened in a short amount of time. And the way that this thing spread, it spread like the common cold almost.
Yeah.
The flu does not spread like the common cold. This had a higher infection rate than the actual flu virus, and people need to stop making that comparison already. It's new, it's different, and we had to learn a lot about it. We just babies just started getting born. Were just born recently, after from it's been about 10, 11 months is what I'm saying. So maybe within the last month or two, any babies that any women that were pregnant between that time just recently gave birth.
Definitely.
So, it's like we don't know what happened to them. We don't know what's going to happen to them. They're probably good. Maybe they're immune. Who knows?
Yeah.
And to act like and treat this to any kind of comparison, it's very layman. You know what I mean? Like, it's like,
I got you.
We can't compare something to something that never existed before.
That's true. But some people take that as they have to compare it to something else because that's the only way they'll understand. Like,
and that shows you our narrow-minded.
Yeah.
Our human race, right?
So yeah. So just like you would feel a table if it's wet, like somebody normal would be like, oh, maybe it's water. But somebody else would try to think of other textures that are not water, and that's just according to the person. It's not like it's common sense,
right?
It's just whatever your brain is triggered to.
I mean, whatever. Just do what you want.
Nice. That is super nice. That's how we like to do it. Keep it fresh and breezy.
You know what I'm saying? But these things are just. We just gotta be better, and we gotta. I think what I also think. People are very quick to jump to an opinion, which I guess that's to a level that's okay. But to me, the biggest problem is that people are quick to share their opinion.
Okay.
And those two things together, it's a disaster.
Yeah. I got you.
Because later on. You have your right to change your opinion, which I guess it leaves you that liberty to want to do this so quickly and share it so quickly because you can, I can always backtrack that. But you're not always forgiven for it, right?
True.
So how about when it comes especially to things as complicated as human social issues, take a step. Take a moment to take it all in versus picking a side, going up to whoever the opposing team is or your opposing view is and go into attack mode. And it's so much easier to do it because maybe it was pumped up pressure, maybe one too many noogies when you were a little kid or 2 or 3 wedgies later you fucking you're fucking crazy deviant that goes to your dad's house and watch him through the window and I don't know what this is going to say. Oddly specific. So I got that. You ever watch Reddit? You ever read Reddit, guys?
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna explain myself with that.
That's what it was.
All right. So Reddit has this very cool thing. It's they have subreddits within it, right? So there's this one called Oddly Specific, and they'll always start a thing like a comment where the beginning seems practically normal, and then it takes a crazy fucking turn to the side, and it's like usually very specifically weird. Like what the fuck? That's you guys ever feel like when you look out to the sun, you just stare at it until your eyes bleed, and then touch it to then. Use it as lubricant later on. Is that a little dark and weird? I'm watching too much Darrow here. Darrow, I think.
Maybe.
I forgot that there's a camera here.
Just maybe.
So I'm watching too much Darrow, and
it's a bit dark.
It's a bit dark, guys. I recommend it. Strongly recommend it.
It's a smidge on the dark side.
Just a bit.
But but back to. Is it me or you?
That was me. I tapped it. The mic.
Wait, hold on.
I know. We're good.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, right. So, shit. God damn you, brain
Did I
farts.
make you get off topic?
Nah, I was trying to go back to the beginning, but I forgot where the fuck we were.
Who needs a beginning? You guys don't need a beginning.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, doing stuff outside these days.
Rewind selector. This
doing
fucking quarantine.
You know what I miss doing the most?
Smoking.
All the time.
Smoking.
But besides that, I mean, playing pool. I love the billiards, man. I love playing pool, and I've been having such an itch. And then I learned how to play, how to bowl.
Nice.
I didn't know how to bowl. Never knew how to bowl my whole life. I never really did it. My homegirl invited me and my girl out to her husband's birthday party. We ended up doing that. Loved it, bro. Nice. Amazing. And he's really good at it, so he taught me how to do a couple of things.
Nice.
And I wanted to get into this shit. I was ready to buy those fucking gloves with missing finger things. Got the bag, the whole nine.
Yeah, I feel you.
Shutdown came out.
I wanted to get into that too, but I don't know, man. Yeah. I think I was.
I love The Big Lebowski. It's like a great movie, guys. You gotta watch that. Nice. Yeah, it's funny as hell.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I like it. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Definitely a hardcore movie fan. But that's the quarantine mission right there. Movies, TV shows, webinars, whatever you're calling them.
Even like streaming lessons online is pretty cool and shit.
So something to watch, just something to look at, because some people are getting tired of arguing with each other.
It's all you're good, bro. They're good. You guys are good, right? Leave a comment.
Put those comments in there.
That's right.
Like and subscribe. Get that comment in there. I don't know which direction I'm putting it in, but it's gonna be in there. Like and subscribe. Comments often, and I will reply. I will reply. Will reply. Okay. I had to train my mouth for a second. I'm sorry. He gets out of line. Sometimes you gotta show him who's boss. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Show him what's going on here. We ain't playing no games.
Mm-hmm.
We're not playing no games.
Not at all. No games. I can't do accent, guys. I'm sorry. You're gonna be disappointed with that with me.
Come on. You can do it.
I try my best. You pick a country. Let's do that.
No.
Oh, yes.
No.
You guys pick a country and then tell me how that worked out for you.
Okay, yeah. So, that's what we're going to do. You guys pick a country.
For that accent that I just did.
Twig is going to try to, he's going to try to pull it off, and we'll see. We'll see if he can do that. So, let's see those comments roll in.
Take it easy.
What kind of nations or what kind of languages do they think that you know?
Oh God.
What kind of accents do they think you possess?
I don't know. Which country do you want to see murder me? That's what it was gonna come down to. Which one's gonna assassinate Twigs?
Come on. We gotta see those comments. You gotta let us know what accent you think Twigs can do the best, and then we'll do a whole
guys.
And so, like, if we get enough of one answer, we'll do a whole poll
For
and
sure.
see what wins, And then if he can't do it, I don't know. We're gonna have to work out the details together, That if he can't do it, it's
Whatever.
We gotta
Bring it
see,
on, you pussies.
We gotta see what happens. We got, challenge.
Whatever. We'll make it happen.
That's all I got for challenges. So you take it, it's how we get down today. It's either that or you take that. So either way, it's gonna be challenge.
Challenge.
There we go. That's a challenge too. Message. So just watch out for that challenge. It's definitely coming. So we're gonna let you think on that. We're gonna read those comments if you did left them. The last video got a few comments. We're super proud about that.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys very much for actually giving us the time, attention, comments, and feedback. Honestly, very much appreciate it. Super proud. Always a lot of love.
Super proud. Yes. Thank you. High five, fist bumps.
All of that.
And elbows. Namaste. That's what we're doing now.
Yep. Like, what's up?
God damn it.
Bowing that.
Throwing them bows. Throwing them bows. So watch out. We don't want to get hit.
No, sir.
So thank you all for joining. I hope you all had fun watching, or if you learned anything, or even if you have any questions, just know the bigger the audience can grow, the more likely it is for us to do this live. So we want to hear what you have to say live. We want to answer your questions on the beat. We want you to know who we is.
Just talk to us.
Yeah, you know how he gets down, James Brown.
Yes, sir.
And message to your ear holes. Make sure you tune in next time, because the next set of topics that we have are going to be totally random. That was probably the wrong song to play for randomness, but random.
It was the right song for randomness.
Gotta watch your mouth. So here he comes. Thank you for viewing.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you for liking, if you did. And if you're leaving comments, we really appreciate it. We're gonna start putting our favorite comments up. If we get enough of those, put them up on screen, give y'all shout outs, get into this thing we call Internet. So thanks for joining. We're glad for having you. I am one of your hosts, Stable Shady.
This is Twigs Rivera, guys. Thank you very much for your time and love, guys.
And you have a good night, an awesome morning, a productive afternoon, and we'll see you on the next one.
Take care.